Hello everybody, this is Noir, and welcome to The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Now, if you did not read over on my Twitter, I am postponing my Lost of Vivo series for The Binding of Isaac because I've had recording issues with the former game. For those who have never heard or played The Binding of Isaac, I'll play the intro right now. It sets the tone pretty clearly. If you are a Christian, you might want to turn off the video if you're too sensitive.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything," Isaac's mother begged. "To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else." "Yes, Lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
I will be starting a new file, and we're going to play on hard. If you're a newcomer to the game, would not recommend it, but I am not a newcomer. Let's begin. Anyway, this is actually my second game not because I wanted to quit the first, but because I realized that I had a mod turned on, and if I have a mod turned on, I can't progress the game, and that's kind of needed, especially for the beginning. The item was just an item description. I can explain most of the items. I just wanted to make it easier for newcomers who are just discovering this game. So this is The Binding of Isaac. If I had to describe the game in one word, it is shit. A lot of shit. And wow, our first item is garbage. The anarchist cookbook will make random bombs spawn, and that sounds as good of an idea to you as you can probably expect, considering I don't control where they spawn. Very situationally useful. Ooh, a golden key. So this key will unlock any door. This will actually allow us to grant access to the shop on the first floor without having to use the key. And that is a good item, but I don't think we can afford it. That there is a soul heart. I'll explain why they are useful in a little bit. I'm not going to pick it up right away. The secret room is a room that is connected by 2 walls or more, as long as they're not blocked. So the secret room is actually right up here. I was trying to get an item called Steam Sale, and unfortunately for us, we're not finding it. Or we're not finding any money for that matter. Larry Jr. Easy boss, all he does is just roam around the entire area, just shitting everywhere. He is just shitting everywhere. And also, if you damage one part too much, it will detach and form more Larry Juniors. But luckily, he has very little health, and his movement is completely random. This makes him somewhat difficult at times because, as you can see there, he kind of cornered me. Larry, just die already, please. You're overstaying your welcome. Placenta will give me an extra heart, as well as slowly increase my health over time. It is here that we are going to want to grab this soul heart to get a deal with the devil next floor. Next floor. Ooh. I wonder what that could mean. I say, knowing fully. I should also mention that Isaac has guessed, as you can tell by the blood around his mouth, that Isaac has eaten that placenta. You may cringe now, and you better get used to that. The leapers here, I believe they're called leapers if I remember correctly. If they walk into fire, they will get a lot faster. So we found the boss room again already. This here is a sacrifice room. We are not going to use it. This is not a good run for that. The purple enemies will occasionally shoot out bloody tear. And yes, they are tears. We are in fact using our tears to fight because that's all we have, as we're naked and 4 years old. Now I can imagine players are screaming to me right now about this rock. It is a tinted rock. You see that its color is slightly different? That is because it has things inside of it, like another soul heart and another bomb. Always make sure to watch for those. Right now we are looking for the item room. Important thing to note for new players is that the item room will be locked starting the second floor unless you get an XL floor, which we do not. God, I never had trouble with those enemies until I started to play this. This item, it just deals damage over time to enemies if they're in direct contact with it. We are going to explore that room in a little bit, but first I want to do the boss. We don't want to lose that soul heart, period, but we don't want to lose that soul heart and then take damage, because then we lose our chance of a deal with the devil. Monstro! Monstro is just a giant head with an implied lung disease, even though he has no neck. So, as you can probably tell how useful this razor is, that I'm not even trying to hit enemies with it. There's way better orbital items than this razor, I promise you that. And we got Monstrous Tooth. Sometimes you unlock items. And we got a pageant baby, which will just give us 3 coins. Let's make a deal with the devil. Now this is what I'm talking about. Ceremonial robes will give us a damage up, as well as a few black hearts. Guppy's head will spawn flies. And we got Brimstone, as well as Lucky Azazel, which will allow us to shoot a laser. Wow, this run has turned from me showcasing a lot of bad items to some of the best items in the game. That is the power of Binding of Isaac, everybody. The one thing with black hearts and soul hearts is that they will not regenerate. We cannot pick up red hearts anymore. On the ground, we can't replenish our health that way. On the bright side, we are so overpowered right now, it might not even matter. If you're wondering, the damage of the fly scales up with our damage of our tears. So right now they are doing black hearts when and black hearts when they fully go out will deal damage to all enemies in the room. I actually forgot what the damage scaling on that is on the top of my head. And that trap door will bring us to the next floor. We do not want to do that. We might want to do that if we're like, you know, tight on health and whatnot. Let's do the challenge room. The challenge room will allow us to spawn. I am unlocking a lot of shit. The bleeding over the head of that gobber is from the razor. But like I said, it deals so little damage that it's honestly just not something we'd even really notice. There. Fortunately, the challenge rooms can actually replenish your items' use. upon each successful wave, which is really good in our case since we have an item, Guppy's Head, that recharges upon one item use. Usually you can tell in an Isaac run whether you won the game or not fairly early on. I say we win this game. There's a boss room up there, but right now we are going to look for the item room, which we just did. Little Brim! Little Brim is a little buddy that will shoot more brimstone lasers. Good. There's also the 7 deadly sins, and a few bonus ones, in fact. Get Fuck Sloth, Mega Ma, not Mega Man. Like I know I've miscalled him plenty of times. Fairly simple boss. And Meat will just give us a red heart container and some damage up. So right now, if we don't take any red heart damage, we get a 67% chance of getting a deal with the devil. For more great items like, well, Little Brimstone, Guppy's Head, etc. Sinus infection, booger tears. What it does, it will create boogers to put on our bosses. Get used to me saying odd phrases like that. I really don't know what else I can say at the moment because we kind of just already won. But I do want to show off more of the game and show off possibly more items. Death will deal. Death is basically a black card. Right now, we are going to put money into our donation machine. Putting money into the donation machine will give you the chance to upgrade your shop. Right now, see. At a certain point, depending on the run, it may randomly jam, making it so that you can't put any more coins into it. But thankfully for us, we can still put more into it for the moment. Alright, let's do another challenge room. Hi, Peep. Peep is a happy little slug. He just pisses everywhere. And he has problems with his eyeballs falling out of his head. Ah, fuck. Bye, Peep. And this is Shub, a giant maggot. I'm gonna bomb these mushrooms real quick. Yeah, that's why. Odd mushroom. Or Liberty Cap, I'm sorry. Liberty Cap. I forgot his exact effect. I might just put in subtitles on the screen right now. Gertie. Wow. And Gertie's gone. Little Chubby has appeared in the basement. Another item unlocked. We did not get to deal with the devil despite having a 70% chance. This is just HP up. I really had nothing more to say. And the depths. Unfortunately, because this is our first run, this will be as far as we can go. Oh, I did not notice that tier right there. So the blue flames are a little bit different because you can only destroy them with bombs. There's some rooms where you have to press a switch in order to progress. Yeah, that thing also fires brimstone lasers. Yeah, I think we're set. Teleport. We'll just teleport you to a room. I prefer Guppy's Head. That chest over there is a stone chest. They can only be opened up with bombs. And right now, with 7 bombs, we had 10. We have plenty enough to spare. The magnet will just make items gravitate more towards you. That can be bad. Monstro! Hey, buddy. Fuck you, buddy. If we take any damage right now, we lose our deal with the devil. I am just gonna tell you that right now. They play Monstro 2 is very easy to predict. Wooden Spoon will just increase our speed. Can we get Soul Hearts? No. I'm not going to take either of those, but Brother Bobby is just a familiar that deals tier damage. Rotten Baby is actually really good, but if we take him, it puts us at risk of dying because we would only have 1 heart left. What Rotten Baby does is he spawns flies, kind of like our Guppy's head right now, for every tier we shoot. Well, for every time we shoot a tier as well. Oh, we unlocked Eve. Here we can change our appearance. Yeah, let's just go with that. I don't really care. What I do care about, though, is that sometimes they drop pills. And pills have different effects, like decreasing our luck. These blue flames will sometimes drop soul hearts. So I am going to expand our use of bombs here. I fucked that up so badly, and it wasn't worth that. Virgo will... I forgot what Virgo does. Increases our speed, I believe. I know that. Okay. Let's get 99 bombs. Why the fuck not? Ah, fuck. Those little heads there, these just make more pills appear. Those little heads will make it so that we actually drop coins. And I don't want to drop coins at the moment because I want to see how many more coins I can put into our donation machine. Man, there's so many enemies that I'm just showing off that I can't even show off. Fuck. Oh yeah, that's Virgo. It makes a shield around you whenever you take damage. That's right. Those skulls cannot be killed unless all the enemies in the room are dead. Well, we have plenty of bombs to spare. Let's use them all. Let's just make sure I don't die. Sometimes these drop coins, they drop hearts, they drop cards. Battery to use our active item again. You can also move that around. These will increase our shot range. We don't really need that. Sometimes they also spawn those bony enemies as well. That laugh means that there is a bomb's hand that spawns. If you play Zelda, they act just like the Four Masters. If you haven't played Zelda, what that means is they will send you back to the start. Balls of Steel will give you 2 soul hearts. Explosive Diary makes bombs explode. So now we're fighting Mom. She is the final boss, but only for this run. Very simple. We're gonna use the death card, actually.
His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her god, was bearing down on Isaac. "I will do as I'm told, my lord. I love you above all else," Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Or is it? So you might be thinking that even though we beat the game, that everything is over. But the answer is that it's far from the truth. Next time we play, we'll be going to the womb, provided that I survived that long. This run, we had a very lucky introductory run. Do not get used to that. This game has a lot of random variables. You may think that the game is over because we just got what seems to be the ending. But the thing is that we have far more to go. There are 20 different endings in all. I don't know how much I'll get into this game. I mean, I'm into this game, don't get me wrong. This is one of my favorite games. Whether I would just want to get all the endings and show off other things to you guys, or if I want to try to 100% the game on video, I'll leave that up for you guys, and I'll keep playing the game until we make that deciding point. But for now, I'm going to call this a video. I know that I kind of breezed through the game. This game requires a lot of luck. Victory is never guaranteed. But I hope you all enjoyed it regardless. And I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good day, everybody.